Assalamualaikum. So we continue the metal cutting tree with part 2. Now we are going to look into machining operation for special geometry, which are screw thread and also gear teeth. Now let us look into the threading process first. We have two type of threading. One is external threading and internal threading. So there are some processes that can be used for the external threading and also internal threading. For external threading, we can use single point threading, threading die, and also for milling. And as for internal threading, usually tapping, collapsible tabs, and also thread milling can be used for the machining process. The left side showing the single point thread cutting, usually performed using the turning process. Okay, and another one is threading die. This one usually used in the plumbing operation. So there are a lot of type of threading die. We call it a thread chaser, like the one that we look inside in this picture. So there's a lot of type for the thread chaser. So these are some example on the thread chaser. So apart from that, we also can produce the thread, the external thread using the 4 milling cutters. It is a special thread cutter that created for the thread milling. For internal threading, we can also use 4 milling cutter, as you can see in the picture in this slide. Okay, so these are some tools and also the example on the end product where internal threading is produced via the 4 milling cutter. Next process that we're going to look into is the gear cutting. Now we are looking into the principal operation for machining the gear teeth. There are a lot of process that can be used to machine the gear teeth, but in this lecture, we are going to look into 4 type of operation that can be used to machine gear teeth. There are 4 milling, which use 4 milling cutter to machine the gear teeth. Gear hobbing, also a milling process but using a special cutter called a hob. And then gear shaping, in term of two form. One is single point tool and another one is cutter that has general shape of the gear but with cutting teeth on one side. And the last one is gear broaching for internal and external gears. Now let us see the 4 milling for gear teeth. So in this process, the tool here is designed inverse of the shape of the gear. So in this process, the form tool and also the workpiece will rotate with certain certain velocity, which make the process parallel to each other so that the gear can be formed. Okay, so gear blank is indexed between each pass to establish correct size of the gear tooth. So that's the right words for that operation. Okay, so this picture shows the gear hobbing process. So if you can see here, this is the tool that we call as a hob. Okay, so hob has a slight helix as rotation is coordinated with slower rotation of the gear blank. So this tool is moving slower than this gear blank. So special milling machine called hobbing machine is used in order to accomplish relative speed and feed motion between the cutter and also the gear blank. Okay, so next process is gear shaping. So in gear shaping, in order to start the process, the cutter will gradually fed into the gear blank. So this gear blank will move by indexing motion. Okay, and then this tool will move up and down and then cut through the gear blank in order to create the shape of the gear teeth. When cutter and blank are slowly rotated after each other, stroke to maintain tooth spacing. So this one you will move slowly in order to maintain the tooth spacing, and then this operation is performed on special machine which called gear shaper. The last process is gear broaching. So gear broaching is applicable for both external gear and also internal gear. Uh, so for the cost of the tooling, it is very high. So because it is a special tool, so and it's also have a very complex geometry. For internal gear, a broach consists of series of gear-shaped cutting teeth of increased size to form the gear teeth in successive steps as broach is drawn through the starting hole. For external gear, broach is tubular with inward-facing cutting teeth. So we'll see the example for the this one. The picture inside here showing the internal one. So if you can see, this is the internal shape of the gear. So the gear is inside the blank. Okay, usually we only see the outer part only, right? The external gear. So this one is for internal gear. Okay, so this one is hole, and then they can create the this shape. Okay, so here is showing again the internal gear broaching, and then this is the external gear broaching. The tool look like this. So if you can see, this is used to create this broaching on the surface the outer surface, so to get the external gear broaching. So here are some link to the video for the threading and also some gear shaping process. So hopefully you will get a better understanding by looking into the video. So that's the end of metal cutting 3. We'll see you in metal cutting 4.